Cynthia Bailey, welcome. We're so excited to be chatting with you.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I'm so pumped that you're back. Like, I can't overstate that.
So am I.
Yes, and it feels like the timing was right. This season.
Timing is everything.
It's so good. Talk to me about just how it feels to be back in Atlanta, your home.
It feels good to be back in Atlanta with the girls. You know, I love that I'm back in a friend space. I was the originator of the friend contract, so it was only a full circle moment for me to sign a friend contract for season 16. I definitely love being in that space.
Yeah.
I feel like on camera and off camera, the ladies call me for advice, especially the newbies, because, you know, they're new, they don't know what they're doing most of the time, because Lord knows I didn't know what I was doing when I first came on. I wish I had a Cynthia Bailey I could have called when I first came on season 3.
Talk to me a little bit too about that little break. I think of some of your friends, honestly. I think of someone like a Tamra Judge or a Heather Dubrow, or people who were able to take a little break from the show.
Yep.
And when they come back, I feel like you had time away. What is it like to enter now? And then in this friend role, what are like kind of maybe some of the differences between then and now?
I think after doing Housewives for over a decade, like a break was like well needed. Like I think you just need some time to step away from the show. And like I said, I had an amazing run. Like I literally went through, I showed so much of my life, 2 marriages, 2 divorces. My daughter came out as fluid on the show. I showed my daughter going to college on the show, the Bailey Q's, like just so much of my life. And while I'm excited and, you know, it was great that I was able to share all of that, I really needed a minute. I needed a minute, pause or whatever you want to call it, and then I pop in, you know, for me, which is really fun. It's so much fun to go get everyone else's tea and not have to, you know, spill your own tea because as a friend, I don't have to have a storyline or bring my drama to the table unless I actually want to, you know, and every now and then I may talk about some stuff that I have going on. Would I ever go back as a full-time housewife? I won't rule it out.
Yeah.
But I can definitely say not right now.
I mean, I also think too that as the franchise has evolved, so has the friend role. I think maybe years ago it felt a little different. Now
it felt less than.
Yes.
Like, well, it was looked at less than.
But now I know we've seen you. I mean, while you have been gone from Atlanta, we have seen you. We saw your Ultimate Girls Trip. You've popped in on some heavy Beverly Hills moments, so we know you've been around.
Yes.
That's a show that also has some friends who are big heavy hitters, just like yourself.
Kathy Hilton.
Hello.
I mean, if it's good enough for Kathy Hilton,
Yes.
it's definitely good enough for me.
Absolutely. Jennifer Tilly now.
Yes.
Even a show like Miami, they are friends who maybe feel a bit more integrated than years ago. The friends felt a bit more separated,
Absolutely.
so it makes sense.
And I love that perception has changed because I think it's really cool, and I love this about Bravo, that they'll let us go from housewife to friend, friend to housewife. You know, Sheree used to do it a lot as well on Atlanta. It keeps you still connected to the show in whatever way, and if you don't have a storyline, or if you have a storyline you're just not interested in sharing, like it's still a great way to still be on the show and you know, not really have to share as much.
Going into this season, there was so much about this one event, and it has been, from the first episode, such a pleasant surprise that is a layer to this season.
Right.
There's so much more going on.
There's so much. Like, we have, like, Nashville to get to. We have Grenada to get to.
Yeah.
And then Phaedra comes back. There's, like, so many different twists and turns in the season that you guys are going to really enjoy.
Yeah, it is. It is a mix of, it's a perfect mix of old and new. And I think with these new ladies, it's such fun energy. And Shamia feels like a new lady in a way.
I know, because you guys have never seen her in a housewife position.
Yes. So how has that been? I'm sure you've known her on and off camera.
Absolutely.
How does it feel to see how she's stepping into it in this way? And the fans are eating it up. They're loving her.
Oh my God. Like, I love seeing Shamia as a housewife. I think she has such great stories. She has such a great family. She's great. She's hilarious. She has such, you know, she has great relationships with everyone on the show. Even in Atlanta, like she's really like an Atlanta housewife for sure. And I'm just glad that you guys get an opportunity to really get to know Shamia, because I mean, I knew Shamia, but I didn't know Shamia was living like she was living. I was like, wait a minute, let me in this house. What is happening? Where is Sterling Hall?
Yeah, it's, again, that house, like you said, and you were someone who said it in your confessional. You were like, wow, this house is.
Like, this don't even come with an address.
Right, it's just the name of the estate, you know? It was, you weren't at Angela's dinner.
I was not.
Either, so I wanted to check in with you too after watching it, because I'm sure it's hard. How has it been kind of watching this all play out, and have you been able to check in with Kenya at all?
I definitely 1000% did not agree or like Brit using the word gun or pistol. Like that was just not something that is or ever will be appropriate.
She talking about guns for real? She was talking about I still got my pistol on me. This girl is a problem. She gotta go. She gotta go for real, for real.
And people make mistakes. I've gotten a chance to know Brit, and I really think that she's so much more than that scene, and you guys will see her evolve from all of that. She does, try to apologize. A lot of that stuff is going to play out.
I took it too far with Kenya, and there's no excuse for my action.
In the next episode, and she was like immediately like remorseful, like, oh my God, what have I done, kind of thing. So that's good to just take accountability for that. Yeah. But she was like definitely wrong for like bringing up a gun.
Yeah,
so I get that. In terms of Kenya, I have not spoken to Kenya, but I love Kenya. I'm always rooting for Kenya. Kenya's great for the show. She's definitely missed on this show. Yeah, 100%. It's almost like we had like this great team, and then we got to the Super Bowl and lost one of our most valuable players. When we got there, we're like, okay, well, what are we gonna do now? Because she is such a huge polarizing character on the show, and just great TV, all the things. So yeah, it's like I'm still, it's just unfortunate that she couldn't be here, that her and Brit couldn't get to a place where they had a chance to really actually become friends. Like, I think the fans deserve to see and understand everything. Like, I think that they can only show what they can show, unfortunately, because of the explicit content or whatever. But I know the fans have been waiting for this moment, and all of Kenya's fans, and I'm just happy for it just to play out, because I really hope that she can get on the other side of this whole thing, and be back on the show at some point. Yeah. Because we never wanted to lose her in the first place. Like, girl, come on back home. Let's get past this and keep moving. But the season is great.
Yes. Listen, I'm so excited. And like you mentioned, we have Phaedra coming in later too. So it's exciting.
Comes in hot. Phaedra comes in hot, definitely. Yeah. And her fans, Phaedra was away for like 5 or 6 years. So it's exciting to see her back. She's doing a million other things right now. She killed it on Traitors, so she's in her season literally right now. So yes. It's fun. Season 16 is strong.
We need to get you on Traitors. Now that you just mentioned that, I'm like, wait, yes.
Do you see me as a faithful or traitor?
I think you would be an amazing faithful. I think you could be a traitor, but I don't
have a poker face.
I was gonna say, I think I would really believe you as a faithful.
I would totally be a good faithful, which would make me a good traitor, because everyone would think I was a traitor. Exactly. But when I tell you the first person that would ask me if I was a traitor, I'd be like, I am sorry, I can't lie about it.
Yes, if you could bring someone else back from the past of Atlanta to join you guys next season, let's say, would it be Kim? Would it be someone else?
Wow, I mean, honestly, like, I felt like we had it right when Kenya was in the mix. Yeah. And just bringing her back. Like, I felt like, she was on her way to having a great season. So it would be her. And then, like, you can't beat season 6 of Housewives. Like, that cast was pretty solid.
I mean, that's an all-stars cast in itself. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That cast included Nene. I feel like that's the recipe for the soup. Like, that kind of chemistry and that kind of energy. So, yeah.
My friends and I are always sending each other clips from that era.
And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Ooh.
It is like, that era is so good.
Yeah, everybody was clocked in during that time.
Absolutely. And so, and I know you already mentioned, but so like other projects you have going on, or like other things that you're excited about. I love that with this friend role, you're able to kind of pursue other things, but how has it been going with your acting career and everything as well?
Acting career is going great. I played my first lead last year, Who's Cheating Who, BET Plus. It's streaming on BET Plus still now. If you guys missed it, I play a psychotherapist. And I'm loving the podcast. Our chemistry is off the chain. Yeah. I never knew that a black woman and a Chinese lady would have so much in common. But we really actually do.
Yes.